he's explosive, he's dangerous, but I'm the better fighter.
Barrios looking to finish it off. Sent a huge left hook. Caught Ugas, stunned him.
At the end of the day, I'm the champion. I'm looking to defend.
Oh, there's a right hand. Talk about power. It wasn't Maidana. It was Barrios with a one-punch knockdown.
I don't make much of all the noise around Garcia.
Barrios with the flurry.
I'm looking forward to taking advantage of every weakness in his style.
Last time out against Manny Pacquiao, how was that to be in the ring with a legend? What did you take away from it?
Being in the ring with a legend, it was a great experience. He's definitely one of a kind. I took a lot from that fight, just being in there with somebody with his timing, his skill, his speed. Yeah, just gonna use that to in every way to grow as a fighter.
Your opponent on the 21st, Garcia, hasn't actually won a fight officially since 2023. He's been through a lot of controversies, the scandal with Haney, and then the loss against Rolly Romero. What do you make of all that?
I don't make much of all the like noise around Garcia. I just know I have a live opponent in front of me. I have somebody who's trying to take my title, and I'm looking just to go out there and defend.
So you're looking to put on a big performance. Stylistically, what are you going to come with?
Stylistically, I think this is going to be a very exciting fight. Garcia, he's explosive, he's dangerous, and but I think on a boxing level, there's no like competing with us. I think I'm the better fighter, and I'm looking to go out there and like show that on fight night.
So you just said you're the better fighter. Who do you think put more on the line here, your title or his credibility?
I feel like I'm going into this fight like I have everything to lose. I have the title. I know he's coming with a lot to prove, but at the end of the day, I'm the champion. I'm looking to defend and just show why I'm the biggest threat in the welterweight division.
You got dropped last time out with that double left hook. That's something you're going to look to take advantage of. See any weaknesses there?
I'm looking forward to taking advantage of every weakness that we see in his in his style.
He's up and down, Ryan. It's like he's in the ring some fights and he's not. Is that something you've spotted? Do you think he's distracted? Do you think his sort of social media presence is more to him than being a fighter?
I don't really know what it is. If it's like social media, if it's just his personal life. I'm not thinking about that though. I'm thinking just that I'm gonna be facing a focused Garcia, regardless what he's doing. Because again I know I have somebody in there trying to take my title.
Shifting more onto yourself now, what do you think your best performance was?
I think one of my best performances was when I won the interim title against Ugas. A lot of people had already wrote me off in the welterweight division. They didn't think that I could compete, with somebody like Ugas, who dismantled Pacquiao, who was already so successful. And so I was going into that fight, still with a lot to prove. And I think it was just one of those camps, where everything went it went exactly how we wanted it to. And then I went out there, fight night, just executed everything that we had worked on.
Undefeated since 2022, growing up in San Antonio, what message do you have for young fighters out there?
Message, for all the fighters back home, it's like, just, stay with it, stay disciplined. Just know who you are, outside of boxing. This is the way you want, give it your all. I'm a good example, of what you can do. I started at the East Side Boys and Girls Club. Now I'm headlining these big venues. The people I keep around me are they help me stay grounded. I'm very thankful for the circle I keep around me. My family, my friends, my mom, my sisters, my daughter, my niece. Everybody has definitely helped. Just like I said, keep me grounded, keep me focused. It definitely, it takes a village, and I'm very thankful, you know, for the circle that I keep. Victory on the 21st is all, you know, I'm focused on right now. Afterwards, you know, we'll handle business. You know, we'll look at what's next. You know, I would love to unify with one of the other current champions, but you know, first, you know, I had to go out there and take care of Garcia.